Don't ask me why or how, because I don't know. But I think Pakistan is the powder keg, or the goal. Something there is about Pakistan. It's certainly not about terrorists. It certainly isn't about intimidation and the killing of innocents who don't have two sticks to rub together much of the time.
Probably one of the most spiritual events that have ever happened in my life.
I suppose the argument can be made about threatening Russia and China. Failing that, I don't see what the tactical value is. You can't hold on to these areas. They can't hold on to Afghanistan and the parts of Pakistan that they're attacking. It's even harder to contain, and there's nothing and hardly anyone to contain there. There must be something more going on, only I can't see it. Over the years, I have read and heard a great deal about the wild places on this planet. There are legends and myths that have to do with the Andes, the Himalayas, Mongolia, the Hindu Kush and sundry. It's been rumored for a long time that remnants of more ancient civilizations, as well as alien residents, have quartered themselves in remote locales. I've heard tales of civilizations inside the Earth, and of airships rising from and descending into portholes on the planet. I've no way of knowing how true any of this is. I just hear about it. We know that there hasn't been a bin Laden around for a long time. We know that there's no such thing as Al-Qaeda outside of CIA constructs. We know that terrorism is largely a weapon of established governments, whose main industry is domestic repression and year-round Halloween mock-ups of the invisible straw man who's looking to come in through the bathroom window. When you think about how right everything could be, given all of the new technology, you have to wonder about the need to screw everything up beyond recognition. The level of government and corporate insanity is impressive by any measuring device you want to use. It seems to me that there is another poisonous mist that has taken over the leaders and shakers of the world, the same way that one has taken over the minds of the masses in countries that don't react like Egypt just did, but most certainly should. That's all beside the point, because revolution is coming everywhere, like it or not. It's coming externally and internally. It's going to grind your materialist dreams into dust, and it's going to shake the dreamer from his matrix pod. It's going to be hard as nails on those attached to the departing constructs of all the traditions and infrastructures of a time whose terms have been reached. And it's going to go gentle on those who are striving in the moment to liberate themselves from these confinements. I have occasionally used an image that dovetails with this whole engine of irresistible change. It features a prison house where the inmates have been confined for times past remembering. Suddenly, there are noises and lights that have not been heard or seen before. There is confusion among the warders, and fear of the unknown is palpable throughout. The liberator has arrived, and he is going from cell to cell, releasing the prisoners. The prisoners do not want to leave. They wrap their arms into the bars to resist their deliverance. They climb under their bunks. They cry out in terror at the arrival of everything they have dreamed of and then forgotten was ever possible. Now it is there, and no one wants any part of it. Every age is held together by an integrity of being which exists for the term of its scheduled time. Once that time has come to an end, the integrity melts away and a new schematic comes into play. Ages, cultures, and periods of history are all on the clock, and they come and go accordingly. Religious traditions extend through the period of an age and sometimes longer, although they are no longer religions at that point, only what's left of the launchpad for what followed it. Dead, empty words and toxic, mind-numbing, sleep-inducing rituals. These are all passing away now. It's all going. I hear that the last time the magnetic poles switched was around 800,000 years ago. I hear hysteria in descriptions of what is to come. No one knows, but that hasn't stopped all these doomsday oracles from selling their books and theories on the back of it. Fear sells. The currency of corporate religious belief is engaging the same devaluation mechanism as the currency of paper. Imaginary foodstuffs are being traded back and forth on the stock exchange for the purpose of raising the costs of basic foodstuffs all over the world. Those who have not been grateful for what they have had are going to learn the real currency value of gratitude. Nothing demonstrates the values of anything as much as the loss of it. Evil and ignorance exist in as many multiples as there are ways to be misinformed and to get things wrong. Each of these is a religion that exists because of the faith invested in it by the worshipper, even if he or she is all alone in the church of their choice. Evil presupposes that one is not surrounded by abundance and cared for by unseen hands. Evil necessitates the imperative that one must seize what one desires or plot the means to acquire it. After a while, it becomes the natural and instinctive activity of everyone to have to conspire against the fortune of their fellows in order to guarantee their own. This is all passing away. This is all going, but it's not going easy or quiet. If you've thrown your lot in with these, then I expect to hear your cries of outrage when everything you were after sails away before your eyes. It is understandable that most people would have little idea of what has come upon them. They've been schooled on lies since they learned to walk. They've been minded and indoctrinated by the television and given their moves by popular songs. They've adopted the outfit of the fool to ensure the delivery of the undesirable, which only reveals itself as such in the experiences that follow. Fatigue and disappointment are the dependable gifts of the world in which we live. Do they see this? Do they adjust to their something deeper and more enduring? No, they do not. They are certain they got a dud, but the next box will contain the real thing. The real thing does not present itself in a perishable item. This is the unreal world, and it hides the real world, and that may be its most important purpose. Something immensely powerful is hiding in the world and difficult to reach places of the world. Now this world is making war on that world, and there is something in the wilds of Pakistan that is being warred on, and is not for resources or geopolitical advantage. It's for the possession of secrets that are hidden in secret places. That is why there is a general hatred being directed at all secret societies without any differences made between them. The rulers and shakers of the unreal world have discovered that there are powerful potencies and possibilities hidden in places that are hard to reach and they want their hands on them before someone else gets there first. They've been playing with the wisdom of the ancients and their promises of things hidden for some time now, and they realize that what they want must be contained in what is hidden in the remote locations of the world. But somehow they think the possession of something guarantees an understanding of its use. But nothing could be further from the truth. All they will do is very quickly destroy themselves, because these powers demand self-mastery as the prelude to any positive application of their force. It is not only the desire to gain these powers that drive them, they are threatened by their very existence. These powers are evidence that they will sooner or later be destroyed, simply because they do not possess them. They can't win either way, but they have managed to deceive themselves that they can. All wars are magical wars directed from invisible planes of existence into the manifest. Balance gone missing has reached critical mass, and there is little time to set it right and little inclination to do so. The supreme quick fix is needed, and then to the bunkers while turmoil rages without. It's not going to go down like this in any way that is reflected in their painstaking planning and scheming to survive at the expense of their fellows. They cannot even survive a room with each other for long. You're going to see it all, but from what perspective is it going to be revealed? Are you the student, profiting from the lesson provided? Or are you the lesson that others are meant to learn from?